Team, thank you for being here on a very hot afternoon, but I think our guests were worth it and you will enjoy the session. I think today is almost like a history-making day in some ways. Also for Karachi Council for Foreign Relations for two reasons. One, Karachi Council for Foreign Relations in particular, and its patron, Mr. Ikram Sehgal, also in general, and Ikram Sehgal Saab in particular, has been invested in this collaboration between Pakistan and Bangladesh. I remember him talking about it to me way back in 2019 when his book, In Different Shades of Green, was launched at Oxford University Press Literature Festival. Amina Syed is here. And that was when we talked about it. And then constantly, there have been interactions, there have been collaborations. Mr. Ikram Sehgal went and spoke at NDU, Bangladesh. And there he spoke about it. And of course, it was not well received because Hasina Wajid was at the helm of affairs at that time. And things have moved on. The Association of Eastern States of South Asia was a concept that was floated back 30 years ago. So what we are witnessing today is not something new. It has been happening. However, the finale of all of this happened on 17th April 2025, after a gap of 15 years. There's a talk led by Foreign Secretary Amna Baloch and Foreign Secretary M.D. Jashimuddin, Bangladesh, and this was held in a cordial atmosphere and reflected the shared resolve to revitalize bilateral relations. What you see happening now with the top-notch Bangladeshi bureaucrats in Pakistan for a collaborative training is the culmination of all of that. There's something else also that I want to point out to, and there was a very nice article by Rafia Zakaria. She's a Washington-based attorney, writes very objectively. And I've taken the liberty of adding some words to what she's written when I say this to you. So Pakistan has moved on, she writes. I say both Pakistan and Bangladesh have moved on. India, however, remains stuck in the hate-filled and Pakistan-obsessed mindset, the cost of which is global isolation, in fact, both global and regional isolation and irrelevance. And that is because of the choices India made. And where Pakistan is today is because of the choices Pakistan made. With that, I have the distinct pleasure of inviting Ms. Nadira Panjwani, who's the chairperson of KCFR, to come and say a few words, in fact, her welcome address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected officials and diplomats of the government of Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and warm greetings to everyone. Karachi Council on Foreign Relations is delighted to welcome our distinguished guests from Bangladesh at this highly significant venue, which was the Karachi residence of our Quaid-e-Azam Mohammed. Pakistan and Bangladesh are two nations born of the same struggle, the same aspirations, and the same dream. While time and circumstances have charted different courses for us, we remain grounded in a deeply interconnected past. Our countries established diplomatic relations in 1974. It has not been an easy relationship. The legacy of 1971 left a deep trauma that shaped our relations for decades, and for a long time, mistrust and unresolved grievances overshadowed the immense potential of our cooperation. While history remains an important part of collective memory, it does not have to dictate the future. Today, Pakistan and Bangladesh have moved beyond the bitterness and the burdens of the past. Both nations have demonstrated the capacity to heal, to evolve, and to move forward. There is now a growing recognition that mutual respect, constructive engagement, and regional cooperation can offer far greater promises than revisiting old grievances. The monsoon revolution of 2024 led by the youth of Bangladesh, was a turning point. It was not just a political upheaval. It was a call for the renewal and the reimagining of Bangladesh's place in the region. This has provided both of us an opportunity to open a new chapter of economic ties and people-to-people diplomacy. Collaboration in multiple sectors like commerce, education, agriculture, aquaculture, maritime connectivity, technology, and heritage are gaining traction. Some recent and notable examples of cooperation between us are resumption of structured bilateral talks through first and level consultations, revival of our joint economic commission after decades, Karachi port access to Bangladesh, scholarships for Bangladeshi students through the Pak Bangladesh Knowledge Corridor Initiative, academic partnerships between research institutes, high-level political engagement on important issues such as the revival of SARC and the Rohingya crisis. And for us, the citizens of Karachi, the most pleasing aspect of this renewed cooperation is the restoration of direct flights between Karachi and Dhaka since the beginning of this year. The Pakistan-Bangladesh Economic Commission has discussed a vast array of topics, and both sides have agreed to ease business procedures and improve logistics and commercial connectivity between Karachi and Bangladeshi ports. Business forums organized in Dhaka and other cities have further highlighted the trade potential between our countries. Presently, Pakistan exports cotton, rice, chemicals, salt, and industrial raw materials to Bangladesh, while Bangladesh exports jute products, pharmaceuticals, garments, and textiles to us. If banking channels, shipping routes, and tariff structures continue to improve, the volume of our bilateral trade can rise significantly. Culture plays a quiet but powerful role in bringing people closer. Through music, literature, language, fashion, cuisine, and traditions, people recognize patterns of common human experiences, and this recognition makes culture a bridge connecting hearts and minds across boundaries. Our people have strong cultural similarities, starting from our shared faith, affinities in poetry, music, food, festivals, cinematic expressions, apparel, customs, and a lot more. This close cultural resonance creates a natural platform for strong bilateral relations. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand at a moment of profound transformation. History is turning a page, and the world is being remade before our eyes. Alliances that once seemed unshakable are being redrawn. Dependence on a single superpower for security and consumer markets is no longer feasible, and the old order is giving way to new realities. This transition carries both peril and promise. On one hand, there is growing instability, erosion of trust, and a breakdown of systems in place, while on the other hand, there are fresh opportunities, new coalitions, innovative frameworks for cooperation, and a chance to perhaps craft a more inclusive and equitable global order. The challenge before us is not just to survive this wave of turbulent change, but to ride it with purpose towards progress and a better future. In this scenario, Pakistan and Bangladesh have an opportunity to redefine their place in the emerging global order through pragmatism and forward-looking strategies. As global blocs realign and supply chains are reconfigured, instead of just observing this geopolitical flux, both countries can position themselves as agile actors that prioritize economic resilience, regional connectivity, and strategic diversification. They can engage economically with multiple partners, engage diplomatically across blocs, and engage regionally through beneficial cooperation. The digital empowerment of hundreds of millions in this region, the growing impact of challenges like climate change and energy crunch have led to greater economic maturity where competition is being replaced by cooperation. So, staying on top of the global upheaval will come through becoming more connected, more versatile, more responsive, and more innovative. In conclusion, let us commit ourselves to a partnership that is not transactional but transformational. May the bonds between Pakistan and Bangladesh grow stronger with each passing day, and may our shared journey inspire peace, prosperity, and hope for coming generations. On behalf of all members of KCFR, I extend many thanks to our esteemed Bangladeshi guests for accepting our invitation. We wish you a pleasant and memorable stay in Pakistan. Together, let's write a new chapter, one of friendship, one of peace, and one of unity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
So I don't really have much to say after a very comprehensive roundup of the relation. But you know, Azaz Chaudhry, you see a lot of him on the television these days. He's the Pakistan's former foreign secretary, said that shared grievances over India's regional hegemony have spurred Islamabad and Dhaka to repair ties. Bangladesh have experienced Indian hegemony, and we in Pakistan saw it in the May conflict. Both nations now understand the need for balance of power in South Asia. Add to it the China factor. China's role as a strategic partner to both Bangladesh and Pakistan adds another layer of complexity as Beijing's involvement in arms transfer and infrastructure development could strengthen the trilateral axis. These developments have altered the regional balance of power, compelling India to reassess its own diplomatic and military strategies in South Asia. With the shifts in the global order, I think it's beyond South Asia. It's almost global now. And I have the distinct pleasure of inviting Deputy Commissioner of Bangladesh, Mohammed Sadaqat, a lawyer, to come and speak to us.
Assalamu alaikum, distinguished guests, delegates, and ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor for me to speak at this very high stature of people. I feel myself very low actually, but anyway, I would like to thank the government of Pakistan, especially the KCFR, for arranging such a wonderful event for our delegation who are visiting Pakistan. Actually, when there is a people-to-people contact, then the bilateral relation goes a little bit further. So this is a first step of making a people-to-people contact between the civil servants of Pakistan, Bangladesh, and the civil servants of Pakistan. And I would like to also highlight a little bit upon the foreign policy of Bangladesh. Bangladesh foreign policy describes as the friendship to all, malice towards none. So when you say that friendship to all, it means all, inclusive of all. It is also inclusive of Pakistan as well. So we want to make friendship with Pakistan according to our foreign policy. And also the 25(3) article of the Constitution says about the peaceful settlement of international disputes. So Pakistan is playing a vital role in making peace between the war conflict region in Iran and US. We are very appreciable about that. We highly appreciate it. And I would like to highlight a little bit upon the bilateral relation that is taking place. We are trying to export palm and pineapple from Bangladesh to Pakistan. After launching direct flight from Dhaka to Karachi, we are trying to launch direct flight between Lahore and Dhaka. So we are trying to make now the shipping connectivity is once a month. We are trying to make the shipping connectivity between Karachi and Chittagong port more often, more frequent. And the bilateral trade between the Bangladesh and Pakistan in recent months has 20%, crossing over $1 billion. So that's inshallah that will be flourish more, which has much potential to flourish actually, and we will inshallah tap very soon. And you know that our Honorable Prime Minister, His Excellency Mr. Tariq Rahman, has introduced farmers card, family card, health card to benefit the good governance system to the doorstep of the common people. So this kind of initiative by the government is benefiting the common people in Bangladesh, the common citizens in Bangladesh. And also I would like to highlight that Bangladesh Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Khalilur Rahman, has floated his candidature for the 81st session of the UNGA presidentship. So we would like to invite you to please support this global great cause to that his candidature to be supported and considered in a favorable manner. And last but not the least, I would like to share my thoughts about the Pakistani very warm and friendly delegates and hosts of the KCFR, and also the madam sitting here just said about the Bangladesh Pakistan bilateral relation. Actually, it's going to be warmer day by day. The relationship is going to be more vibrant and warmer day by day, inshallah. So I would like to, inshallah, conclude here. But please accept my sincere thanks and appreciation again for the hosting our big delegation to Pakistan. We'll be, inshallah, receiving more delegation from Pakistan to Bangladesh and from Bangladesh to Pakistan in the near future. Thank you so much.
So, Saqib, Sadaqat, we look forward to these collaborations. Very happy to host you. And I would also like to tell you that KCFR gives you the opportunity to speak to the best of the best brains, the intellectual elite of Pakistan, all gathered here under this roof. So we're very happy to host you here. Now I have the pleasure of inviting Ms. Salma Siddiqua Mahtab, who's the Speaker of the Congress at Bangladesh, to come and say a few words.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Distinguished guests, my dear fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. My voice has been broken, so please bear with this. Nadira ma'am articulated so nicely that I have nothing to left to say. And my other colleague Saqib has also told many things. But I think there is in regional South Asian perspective, as different countries have regional pact, like Indo-Pacific strategy and other thing. In this region, the growing concern of China's power, we have to balance our power. So not only for development, trade and commerce, but for our security, our own security, the security for every country. We need to pact, we need to collaborate with different countries. And I think there are more avenues other than trade and commerce for Bangladesh and Pakistan bilateral relationships. You have rich culture and we have culture. We can exchange our culture. We can pay visits your officers to Bangladesh and Bangladesh to Lahore as we are here. And there are in health sector, I think, as I am working in health sector, there are lot of aspects to cooperate. Like I heard that the liver transplantation center is very nice here. So we don't have this facility. So we can exchange our experiences to get liver transplantation into unit in Bangladesh. And so many things they have articulated, so I have nothing to say. But I assure you that we would continue this collaboration, people-to-people collaboration that will bring good to people of both countries. So we will continue this, and from our fellow colleagues, I would like to convey our sincere thanks and heartfelt sincere thanks and gratitude for inviting us to this STEAM gathering, and honored and excited to be here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Madam Salma. And now I'd like to invite Mohammed Mostafa Jamal Haider, Director General Trade Organization, Bangladesh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. It's my great pleasure and immense opportunity to be here today. Truly, we feel honored whatever Pakistan government did for our delegation, and especially from the very beginning, I can recall our Excellency High Commissioner of Pakistan to Dhaka. He has arranged a dinner party day before Star Day, and then Star Day evening he joined to see off with the Dhaka airport. It's truly we honored, and today you invited here. It's my great opportunity, and Mr. Nadira ma'am already described the historical political and economical and trade relationship between Bangladesh and Pakistan. And today's banner shows that we are two countries, one nation. It's truly amazing word, truly amazing. Our history, our culture, our attire, everything belongs the same. So basically, we are two countries with one nation. It's true, it's true. Thank you very much for elaborating this such a way. So there are lots of opportunities to develop between relationship between Bangladesh and Pakistan. So history different, but we will move forward. There are lots of opportunities. You know, Bangladesh, especially, we are exporting lots of goods and services, the measure of that global destination. Also, Pakistan have expertise in textile, fabrics, especially our Bangladeshi women loves to wear Pakistani dresses like Sana Safina, Maria B, Gul Ahmed, and Junai Jamshed, especially our gents like Junai Jamshed's kurtas and trousers. yeah. So, in addition, Bangladesh developed lots of the pharmaceutical sector, leather sector, jute sector. So, we can collaborate and we can enhance our bilateral trade relation, vis-a-vis bilateral political consultation, and our bureaucratic exchange program, student exchange program. So, by this way, we can benefit our both shared interest and benefit for which will be benefited for our both countries' citizen. In addition to, I would like to thank Pakistan government, because right now Pakistan is the global diplomatic hub, and it truly we honored. I personally am praying to Allah that this global diplomatic success may develop from the Pakistan Islamabad. Thank you very much, Pakistan government, and we appreciated it. And we love to hear that within few days there will be some global development, and we want peace, we want harmony, we want to protect our citizens, we want to protect the planet. Thank you very much again for inviting us here, and hopefully we would like to looking forward to more collaboration and integration with Pakistan and Bangladesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mostafa Jamal Haider Sahab. That was really sweet. And yes, all of us are once again hopeful that Islamabad will be flurry of diplomatic activity yet once again, and hopefully this time with a pathway, with a tangible pathway to peace. Now you all are sitting in Quaid-e-Azam House. You are probably aware of that. And I will now invite Mr. Liaquat Merchant, Senior Vice President, Board of Management, Quaid-e-Azam House, to say a few words.
Mrs. Nadira Panjwani, Mr. Ikram Sehgal, our visiting distinguished guests from Bangladesh, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. The intellectual discourses that you have heard are all over. I'm going to be talking to you on a very simple, low level, nothing intellectual. That is all Nadira Panjwani and all the rest, and of course Ikram Saqib will follow in that direction. All I want to tell you is, after welcoming the Bangladeshi delegation here for a pleasant stay in Pakistan, and let's hope that this continues to be the course of action in future. You are sitting in Quaid-e-Azam House Museum. This was one of the properties owned by Mr. Jinnah. It was not covered by his will, and therefore it could not be disposed of to any of the beneficiaries. I am one of the executors of Mr. Jinnah's will and the administrator of his estate in Pakistan. So this house came under the control of the administrators, and we sold it to the government of Pakistan. They developed this building into a museum, which was the vision of the government, and they've done a beautiful job of it. This is part of the annexee, and the museum is in the adjoining building. It is free of cost to everybody. But really what I wanted to convey to this August gathering is that when the Board of Management of Quaid-e-Azam House was formed, it was a joint venture between the government and two institutions. One was Karachi Council on Foreign Relations, and the other was the Jinnah Society. These two private institutions were represented by Ikram Sehgal and myself. And the third was the government of Sindh. We signed a joint venture agreement, an MOU, followed by an official notification of the government. So there's the Board of Management on which Ikram, Sehgal and I both serve along with distinguished members. The main purpose of this house being given to us for management is nation building. And this is why when this house was given to us for management, the word Institute of Nation Building was added, not as a grant by the University of Karachi or the government of Pakistan, but as how this place would be named, Institute of Nation Building. Our whole effort is directed to nation building of our youth in Pakistan. 53% of our population is below the age of 18, 20 years. 53%. And a very large percentage of those 53% are students in schools, colleges and universities. That is the area segment that which we are targeting from the Board of Management. We invite students here for programs, we talk to them, we show them movies, we show them videos all about Pakistan, how it was formed, the struggle for Pakistan, the creation of Pakistan, what Mr. Jinnah wanted us to achieve, and have we achieved that or not. But this is the constant exercise that goes on. What I want to tell this gathering today in the presence of our visiting distinguished guests is that while we tell them all about the Pakistani leaders, we will now also talk about leaders from Bengal. Well, Maulvi Tamizuddin Khan, the famous pilot who fought for Pakistan in the war in 1965, M.M. Alam. Your famous singers in those days, which this generation has never heard of, Runai Laila and Shehnaz Begum. Those were beautiful songs which inspired even Pakistanis. And one particular line which even resonates even today is that Moj uthe ya aandhi aaye, diya jala ke rakhna hai. That's a famous thing which is there in every Pakistani's heart, even today. So we want to encourage that as well. So going forward, while we talk of Pakistani leaders and tell our young students, the student community, with the intention of nation building, we will now also start talking to them about leaders in Bengal who played a part in Pakistan. There's also a record of your Pakistani pilot shooting down Indian planes in 1965 war. There's also of a Bengal regiment coming to the aid of Pakistan at Lahore at the war with India, the land war with India. Well, there are so many other instances where we will talk about Bangladesh, formerly East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, as two countries, one nation. And this process will continue. But this is what I wanted to convey to our visiting friends. Please carry this message back home when you go. So this is one institution which owes its existence to Mr. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. We sit in his house and we carry on these activities for the betterment of the entire India, Pakistan and Bangladesh in future. With these few words, I would wish the welcoming delegation all success and a pleasant stay in Pakistan, and I hope that this tradition will continue. One final word that I have to say, in whatever capacity I am today, is that we would like SARC to flourish. SARC is being strangled by India for a very long time to prevent Pakistan from playing an important part. Now that Pakistan and Bangladesh are together on one platform, wanting to move ahead in prosperity and strength, we should both these countries should work together and make SARC into a success and do not allow India to strangle the whole process with SARC. It's an excellent institution from what I have read about it and can do a lot of good to both Pakistan and to Bangladesh. With these few words, I wish the delegation a successful visit and God bless you all. Thank you.
Now I'm going to invite someone who has a Bengali mother, has family buried in Bangladesh, and is personally invested in this collaboration. Called me 3 days ago, asked me to do this. I have stopped doing it, but how do you say no to Ikram Sehgal? So Ikram Sehgal, it's all yours.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I see that there is some time to lunch, so I'll take a little time. I want to start off on a personal note, and first of all, to thank Nadira Panjwani at short notice, very short notice. I rang her up, and the answer immediately was yes. Let's do it. This was only 48 hours ago. And I thank you, Saif Saab, for reaching out to us. And these things are made like that, spontaneous. And I also want to thank all the people who put this together at short notice. Everything in 48 hours in this heat is quite difficult, but they did it. And I want especially to thank Geti, who supervised all of it. Geti did it, and I want to talk Bilal and Kamar and Taha from our side, and everyone, I can name all of them. Nadira, thank you very much for arranging this. Liaquat, what can one say? Thank you. You are the embodiment of all that Quaid-e-Azam stood for. You don't even allow us to pay for the tea. You say, we'll pay for the tea. As you know, Quaid-e-Azam used to make people pay then nobody could get tea free in that house. Huma, thank you very much for your kind words. And always, we've had a lot of discussion on Bangladesh together. I said I wanted to start on a personal note. Let me start with your present Prime Minister. Not many people know that you were born in November 1968 in CMH Dhaka. Ziaur Rahman was the officiating CEO of East Bengal, which had as Jodhpur, and I was his adjutant. I was one of the first people to see your new Prime Minister born in CMH Dhaka. And thereafter, my father used to command 2nd Bengal, and people also do not know that my mother carried the request for Begum Zia to be married. She was, when the nikah was performed, she was too young, according to army rules, regulation. She was only 15 at that time. So the rukhsati was done 3-4 years later, in 1964. And she came here to Karachi actually. And also people would not know that Ziaur Rahman's parents are buried in Saqib Hassan graveyard here. Right. So his parents are both buried here. He studied here in DJ Science College. He did the thing. From here he went to the army when he was recommended. And my friend, he went to the army, and later on my father was commanding to East Bengal, and he was his CEO. He was also, his two other adjutants were General Shafiullah and General Shad. And I had the honor of being Ziaur Rahman's adjutant in Jodhpur. So we can say I know a little bit of Bangladesh. And more so because two of my granduncles were Prime Ministers of Pakistan. Mohammed Ali Bogra from my paternal grandfather's, from my maternal grandfather's side, and Sarawardi from my maternal grandfather's side. So I grew up, I went back, served in the East Bengal Regiment, and I don't want to go into later history. But I think it was about 6 years ago, in a seminar or on television, and you asked me this question, will Pakistan, Bangladesh get together? I said yes, we will get together. We'll get together for all the right reasons, not for the wrong ones. And the reasons are very clear. We said, and this slogan was coined by Karachi Council for Foreign Relations, 2 countries, 1 nation. We coined the slogan. So, what do? I want to talk about Mohammed Ali Jinnah, the Quaid-e-Azam. Not many people know that in 1946, Fazlul Haq, Sarawardi, and Abul Hashim, people have forgotten the names, went to Quaid-e-Azam Mohammed Ali Jinnah and proposed that we have 2 separate sovereign states, Pakistan and here in Bangladesh. He said Bengal, didn't say Bangladesh, he said Bengal. He said because if we do that, then Assam will come with us. And the Quaid-e-Azam readily agreed to it and said go and try it. But for various reasons, and I won't go into detail, it was shot down. Later on, we've talked about, and again it was alluded to, about the Association of Eastern States of South Asia, that is Bangladesh, Assam, and all the other states which are there, Manipur, Mizoram, Bodoland, together they make a very contiguous this thing. And if you look at the proximity, that is the natural thing. Why natural? We heard this song, Sonar Bangla. Yes, it was. In 1757, 27% of the world trade emanated from what is now Bangladesh and Assam. 27% of world trade. And then, of course, came, reasons of textile, in Birmingham and Manchester, hands were cut off, people went into poverty, famines were deliberately set in, people lost their land holdings, etc. The reason is a very artificial division was started being created. That division is not anymore. We can really, really think about a number of things why we can. Talked about SARC. Whose brainchild was it? This was Ziaur Rahman. Ziaur Rahman first proposed it in 1977. In June, July 1977, when he visited Pakistan, he told Ziaul-Haq, let us have this South Asia Trade Organization. Later on, of course, it was developed. He was assassinated, it was developed later on. But it was done later on, SARC into existing, and SARC can still come into play with or without India. We should have good relations with India, provided India treats our Muslims in India properly. We are the protectors. We should not forget it. We are the protectors of the Muslims in India. We owe it to them. Pakistan and Bangladesh. We are the ones who owe it to them. And as India realized on May 9th, Pakistan is not a pushover anymore. Right? And given the fact that if we come together economically, then you will have all the nations. Tell me one nation which among the SARC countries which really has a good relationship with India, except Bhutan maybe. Right? Bhutan is probably the only one, and Bhutan is all the time being that thing. So we talk about things, we talked about delegations coming together, people-to-people contact, this, that. Why don't we start with no visas? Visa only on arrival. Somebody comes from Bangladesh, if the Bangladesh government doesn't want to send him, they won't let him out of Dhaka airport. If the Pakistan government doesn't want him in Pakistan, they'll send him back. But no visas, no need for visas. First, the Bangladesh High Commissioner talked about trade. Why tariffs? Why should there be tariffs on tea and jute from here? And why should be tariffs on cotton and cotton textile from here? Can you imagine what the cost of that, how competitive Bangladesh will become in the international market if there is no tariffs on the textiles which go from here? Just imagine. And without going through the legal procedure. So no tariffs. And cost of tea here? Tea has become a food item for a lot of people in Pakistan. The labor, they have tea and chapati or roti, that is their food. You will bring the cost of tea down by half, 50%, if you remove the tariffs. So why aren't we removing the tariffs? So no tariffs, that thing. Then rupee taka convertibility. Let's say that if we want to buy in rupee, buy it in rupee. If we want to buy it in takas, buy it in takas. No reason to go third that thing. And the two state banks can daily maintain a parity level, so there's no problem. You know, I've got my esteemed senior sitting here, General Haider, who has a lot to do with Bangladesh. He shared an office with General Ziaur Rahman as platoon commander in Pakistan Military Academy. Both of them were instructors together. Right? So, you know, you don't need a mutual defense pact. You just have to say any aggression against Bangladesh is an aggression against Pakistan. Any aggression against Pakistan is an aggression against Bangladesh. That's all. You don't have to go into long-winded 10-page defense pact. You just have to, all these things can be done in a single day without any, sorry for saying that, bureaucracy getting involved. Right, now, let me tell you, one of my best friends was the shipping minister in the last bigger Saqib. And he was the shipping minister, and he said, and you know, a lot of people, if you go and tell them Ikram, Sehgal in Bangladesh, you will not know. They know me as Chand in Bangladesh, Chand Sehgal. Right? But the point is, she said, Chand, why not we use Gwadar port for Central Asia, for Bangladeshi product? And vice versa. If you can ship things from Chittagong, Chalna to Gwadar, and by road they can go into Central Asia and even to Europe, Eurasia. Why not? It's a terrific idea. And back and forth, it can be done. It can be done today, as long as you don't have tariffs. You don't have all these bottlenecks. So I think there are a lot of things that can be done. I can read out a lot of things, etc. I will only say this to you, that I am a Pakistani and proud to be a Pakistani. I have no intention of saying that I think Bangladesh is a sovereign country with its own flag, its own identity. But my mother, who is from Bogra, is buried here along with my father, only about 2 miles from here, in Abdullah Shah Ghazi Mazar. When my father died in 1983, she had, at that time, property worth 20 crores in Bonani and Gulshan. General Shah rang up and said, Amma ke ekhane pathao. Amra dibo, okay, Bangladesh nationalship, or ami onake, we'll sell the thing for her, she can go back. My mother said no. My sir, I'm Pakistani. Whatever was with me is either buried in Abdullah Shah Ghazi Mazar or myself standing in front of me. Right? So that was the type of people we had. And I would ask you to go back to those days. The future is ours. The future is ours because there are no better youth than in Pakistan and Bangladesh. The Bangladesh youth showed it, right? Whatever. They did a system change against the course of might and history. They managed it, right? But our Gen Z is also good. We need to get together and really create that impact on the world stage that we can as one people, as two countries and one nation. Thank you very much.
We are happy to welcome Mr. Farhan Khawaja Sahab, Rector, National School of Public Policy. Sir, would you like to say a few words?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. A very good afternoon and assalamu alaikum to all of the participants of today's event. At the outset, I'll take this opportunity to thank the hosts of this particular event, for our pioneering delegation from Bangladesh, senior civil servants who are here today. I would take, sir, this opportunity to thank Ikram, Sehgal Saab and all his colleagues who have made this event possible. It is very heartening on a Sunday afternoon, a gathering of such size in Karachi. And I believe this is a testament and indicative of the kind of hospitality the citizens of Karachi, the citizens of Sindh, and of Pakistan have extended to the delegation. Sorry. So the Karachi Council on Foreign Relations entity, I would like to thank them as an institution as well. I would take a moment to state and share with the participants today that the government of Pakistan, the National School of Public Policy, which I represent, the Civil Services Academy, which also I have the privilege and honor of representing, are the entities which have been chosen and selected by the government of Pakistan for this very unique executive leadership program that the government of Pakistan has organized for our esteemed senior civil servants from Bangladesh. I would also like to state very briefly that this event and engagement between the government of Pakistan and the government of Bangladesh is happening after 53 years. After 53 years, we have this opportunity as sovereign brotherly nations to re-engage, and the government of Pakistan's policy directives are very, very clear on this, that we would like to learn, grow, understand, and appreciate each other. I would also like to share that the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan is the core entity which has been chosen for a very unique engagement initiative called the Pakistan-Bangladesh Knowledge Corridor. It is through this initiative that 12 senior civil servants which are present, I'm very happy and excited to see them here. They are here in Pakistan for 21 days. It is a 3-phase program, taking them first to Karachi, which we are here today. From tomorrow on, I'm very happy to see the Director General, NIPA Karachi, Dr. Syed Saifur Rahman Saab here. We would be using the very professional capacity building organization in the public sector, NIPA Karachi, for this end, and I'm so thankful to you for this kind support and assistance, both of the NIPA Karachi as well as the National School of Public Policy, and all your team, which is instrumental in making this Karachi leg possible, sir. It would be followed by the second phase of the program, which would be based in Lahore, and this delegation would be in Lahore again, calling on the Governor of the Punjab, the Chief Minister, there as well, the entire provincial government, but most importantly, all those public sector organizations which are innovative, which are doing in various areas, health, medicine, infrastructure, these set of innovations which we would like to share with our colleagues from Bangladesh. It would be culminating in Islamabad, where there would be again call-ons of the constitutional offices, coupled with a set of engagements in the ministries of the government of Pakistan as well as the various organizations. This is in short how the program is organized. I hope and I believe that this entity and many other such entities, which are policy think tanks, which are educational institutions, which are institutions which are related with the growth and capacity building across civil society, would also become partner organizations in similar kind of initiatives which are happening under this Pakistan-Bangladesh Knowledge Corridor. So at the end, I would like to thank first and foremost the government of Pakistan and the government of Bangladesh for authorizing and allowing this unique initiative to happen. Thereafter, the Higher Education Commission, the National School of Public Policy, and the Civil Services Academy. I would also take this opportunity to thank the Karachi Council on Foreign Relations, which on a very short notice, and I'm personally thankful to Sehgal Sahab for this, that he has been instrumental in organizing this particular at a such short notice, and all of the participants which are attending today. Your presence here in such numbers is indicative of the kind of interest we have in nurturing, fostering these relationships which are very unique and very close to our head and heart. So with these words, I would once again thank all of you, and especially our colleagues from Bangladesh. Thank you.
So full marks for innovation, creativity, visionary thinking, out-of-box thinking, do it now, all of that, one man, Ikram Sehgal. Giti, do we have time for Q&A? Okay, so the floor is now open for Q&A. Identify yourself, keep it short, not a comment, a question. Majid Aziz, go first.
2 points were never mentioned in these speeches, and I always say, read article, let's learn from Bangladesh. I've written a few articles on that. One is how they control the population, which is very important. That's what we should learn from them.
Absolutely.
Second point is women empowerment, women employment, how they really change the whole ecosystem. And today, Bangladesh, the garments, I think 80%
is an export king of South Asia. Yes.
And the women have played a big role in it. Now, Ikram Sahab has talked about tariffs. There are these tariff issues, but more importantly, there are a lot of non-trade tariff barriers that should be addressed by the Ministry of Commerce of both the countries. Second, Bangladesh doesn't believe in the free trade agreement. Pakistan does have. But what we can do is that some sort of a non-discriminatory trade agreement should be formed, that where we can, as he said,
thank you.
Why you need those tariff.
Fantastic and 3 points, Majid Aziz.
The final point is that when we are talking only about people to people, but remember, there are many roadblocks that need to be also taken care of, and as a representing the Karachi Chamber of Commerce industry also, in fact, our delegation is right now in Dhaka. Yesterday, they met the Metropolitan Chamber, and while we are talking here, they are with the Dhaka Chamber of Commerce.
Wonderful.
So when you talked about direct, the shipping line, why don't we have a direct? Why do we have to go through through Singapore and others. We need direct.
Right, absolutely.
And last point, because I'm in that business.
Yes, sir. Last, absolutely last.
Exports a lot of clinker for the cement industry.
Right.
And that is a big.
Right.
So
Next
let's
time
move
we'll
on.
have you at the podium. Thank you
Let's-
so much. Some very good points. The one that sticks with me is Shehzad Roy's song Waqfa Mubarak. Let's go to that. Pakistan needs to go to that. And the bureaucrats are here. Please remove the bottlenecks. You have a comment to make? Please go ahead.
Thank you very much for your very fantastic question. First of all, you have asked how Bangladesh can manage the 180 million, more than 180 million people. So it's very challenging, very difficult, but we have managed. Because, Bangladesh is, I think, world's second highest rice production and fourth in fisheries production. Also, once upon our, especially Kurbani's cattle depends on India. Right now, we are 100% self-dependent on our livestock products and to some extent dairy products. That's why even we have very small number of land. I think 157 square kilometer, but our 180 million people. But our cultivation or our land is high yield, growing high yield. That's why we can manage. But whatever we cannot till now manage the gathering at the capital city Dhaka. That's why Dhaka has a hectic traffic, and this is the only difficult, especially Dhaka and Chittagong. Terrific topic, but otherwise our employment rate, it's global standard, our education rate. That's why our government till now we can manage our overpopulation. Second, you have asked regarding our women empowerment. When in 1991 our then Prime Minister Khaleda Jia, he have declared free education for women. That is the main paradigm shift of our women empowerment. And our lots of government, parallel to the non-government organization, they have created so many women entrepreneurship development program, microcredit program. By this way, we have developed our women empowerment and women employment. Yesterday, we have heard that right now in Pakistan civil service, lots of women are entering, and its percentage is too much greater than the men's participation. It's amazing. It's amazing. In our country, also like that, especially in medical education, our women ratio is significantly developed. That's why our women, and moreover, you have mentioned that in our garment sector, near about 6 million workers, and major are women workers. That's why we have managed in our economic ecosystem. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We need to learn from that. Just a quick thought, it's Bangladesh women empowerment, and you spoke about free education for women in Bangladesh as a trigger for that. We all wonder how Iran could stand up to US and Israel. 96% women literacy rate. Their war centers were being run by data scientists, women data scientists. So please invest in us. That's where the future is. Yes, please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum ji. My name is Brigadier Tariq Khalil. I was there in Comilla in 1970. And I was also there in 71. I was assigned the administration of Noakhali district as a young major in 1970. Those were the cyclone days. If you people recall, there was a cyclone in East Pakistan which devastated large coastal areas of Bhola and Noakhali and right up to Feni and down. We did a lot of work there to rehabilitate the people, to relocate them and all that. Some of my friends are buried in Bangladesh. I had some very good relations there, like Mrs. Chaudhary of Sylhet. They have the tea gardens there. Our son was in foreign service. And
Yes.
we talked.
Sir, I got
just 2 minutes.
Yes, please.
You talked two nations, two countries, one nation. 4 or 5 years ago, I wrote an article. I said two brothers had a fight on property, but that doesn't mean they are not brothers.
Thank you so much.
They
Point
eventually
well
will come
taken.
back.
Thank you so much. Point taken. Actually, I had requested in the beginning, I know there's so much that we have to share, and we all go down our memory lanes and we have comments to make, but the shortage of time, some nice Bengali cuisine is awaiting you. So please, we're going to take maybe 2-3 more questions.
Let me tell you, Karachi Council on Foreign Relations have empowered Nadira Panjwani as the chairperson and Huma as the vice chairman. What more woman empowerment do we want?
I couldn't agree more. Please go ahead. Thank you, Khalil Saab. Thank you for that.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Pir Ghulam Nabi Shah Jilani. Worked with the Ministry of Health for the last 30 years, and now I am a member of subcommittee, standing committee of FPCCI on safety and health. As Honorable Madam Salma informed us, she shows interest in the liver transplant. I would like to ask question from the Honorable Delegate, what fields of opportunity, what fields of area of focused cooperation we expect from Bangladesh in the health sector?
As we have already cooperation between medical education, especially on medicine and dentistry, and we think we can cooperate in liver transplantation, kidney-related diseases, and other fields, and also in pharmaceutical industries. That is API and other things. We can cooperate in these areas.
One last question. Okay, Faryal. So this is Dr. Faryal. She has a Bangladeshi son-in-law.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Dr. Faryal Salman. I'm professor at MiTE University. And yes, as Dr. Huma just said, that I have a Bangladeshi son-in-law, and I am so happy with this relation that I'm thinking of getting my second daughter married to a Bengali boy. All right, my one question is regarding the different kind of relations we have. How can we have an academic collaboration, like faculty exchange, student exchange? I've been to Dhaka. I love the place. I think I would want to go over there. They have an IBA over there. University of Dhaka, they have an IBA over there.
Fantastic question. I met a son-in-law, very learned boy, mashallah. Academic collaboration. Would like to comment on that?
We have collaboration right now with many countries like Australia, UK, USA. So right now it's our beginning of our new journey after a long 5 decades. So we hope to further collaboration and cooperation in especially medical education and medical sector and higher education. Recently I have read an article that some doctor from Pakistani origin doctor from in London, he have arrived here to develop a, especially I think kidney related or liver related issues or hospital. He have joined after long 3 decades from London. Exactly. Cardiologist. So right now our patient moved to Singapore, Bangkok, or recent some crisis, India's visa crisis, that's why major patient shifted to Singapore or Bangkok. If there are joint collaboration with Pakistan or Karachi, then I think our patient, though we are same nations, so I think there are extended collaboration. We need extended collaboration for our health, medical education, and technical or engineering education. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, you have Bangladeshi delights waiting for you at lunch. But before we end this, the last word by Mr. Ikram Sehgal.
Just wanted to inform the guests, particularly we've got Dal Bhat March for you on the left side. So we especially had it prepared for you, and we hope that you can. Thank you very much.